Hello everybody, WWJD here of Pacific Storm Allies Gamers, bringing you another Pacific Storm Allies modding tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be showing you about the Pacific Storm Allies editor mode. This is a really cool mode that I was able to learn about a couple months ago. I haven't done a lot of testing with it, but I figure showing you guys how to launch it, you guys yourself can do some testing, do some awesome stuff with it, and maybe you guys can give me some info on how it all works. Because quite frankly, I am too lazy to sit there and test everything out. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. What we're going to want to do to create this is we're going to want to create a batch file, or .bat, or a Windows batch file, however you want to say it. So here's the code, right there. So go ahead, open up Notepad++, or just straight up Notepad, and go ahead and input that information. Alright, so you have inputted that information. Now what you're going to do is you're going to want to go to File, Save As, and you are going to want to make sure that you go and save it in your bin directory inside your game. So it's going to say Pacific Storm Allies /bin, and it's the place where your exe is. And you're going to want to choose batch file or .bat, .cmd, or .int. All those could be the same thing. Please use .bat because that's what PSA uses. Alright, so go ahead and you're going to save that. I've already done it, and I don't need to. So what you're going to get is you are going to get a batch file. You can name it whatever you want. I name it config editor mode. I don't config because it's a config file. Originally, it's based off of the config file for Pacific Storm Allies. Then it's the editor mode that I'm launching. Alright, so you guys can name whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and launch this, and then I will see you in the editor mode of Pacific Storm Allies. Hey everybody, I'm back. So this is the editor mode. You'll see the first thing you have is you want to select your map. These are the maps in the game, and personally I like to use Wake as my test map. So go ahead and hit that and hit OK. It is OK if you don't have a preview here. Just go and hit OK, and it'll go ahead and it'll launch base. Alright, load units, file name Wake, so it's taken from the Wake map. Hit OK. It loads. And then here you go, you have all your new it loads up all your structures, the scenery, and all that. So now you have the editor mode launched. Congratulations. You can use this for any of the maps in the game. I'm not sure about new modded maps, but you can use them for all the vanilla maps. Alright, so everything's been loaded, and so what are we going to do with it? Well, you can do a lot of different things in this, as far as I can tell. You can actually create mission files using this. Mission files being the files where it designates what units are where and their paths given. And the way you'll do that is you'll place what you want on the map, and then you'll hit F5, and then it'll export a .mis file to the templates folder in your game files location. You'll notice in the editor mode the models are low quality. As you can see here by the tower, it is a box instead of the lighthouse. You can see that it's a box instead of its normal circular shape. However, that's not a big deal because this is not in-game, this is simply the editor mode. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at some features of this. You can go to New, and you can look at the new objects. These are all the objects in Pacific Storm Allies. Yes, look at them all. Then, of course, you have units. All the units in the game, and you have there you go, that's a quick preview of some stuff in PSA 1.8 right there, yay! No, but then yes, you have your aircraft again. Quick preview, cancel, no spoilers. Alright, so but then you can spawn in your units, and you can create MIS files, or you can simply do changes to, I'm not sure if you can do changes to the actual unit itself. However, I would assume that there is a way that you can actually change parts of the unit that way. Unfortunately, I don't think that there is a way to open up this mode in the strategic level. But the tactical level is probably the more important side of this because it's harder to code. So let's go back to objects. And I want to show you about placing some things. So let's say we have a base here. We see we have trees, but we have empty spots. Let's say we want to put in a few new trees. Go ahead and let's go and find the trees here. Fence, hospital, iron. I don't know where the trees are. Well, one day we'll find it. I probably just skipped over it and I didn't even see. unfortunately, it doesn't look like this is in alphabetical order, so... Well, maybe it is, I don't know. Let's see. Sure. Oh, Sherman tank, that's interesting. Let's go and take a look at this. Huh. There we go, right in a video and we get to learn something new. Apparently you can now have a tank. There's tanks in this game. Wow. That's handy. Doesn't look like there's actually it looks like it's probably just a it's not an actual existing unit. It looks like it's just the image or a model there for aesthetics. Well, anyway, we have ourselves something there. Then you can come over here and you can change things like its position on the map, its XY coordinates and all that. You can move it around. You can go ahead, rotate it all. You can have fun with that. As you can see how all this works. Really cool. Alright, now, you know, you change up individual axes and things like that. You can, I believe the Z-axis is the, Y-axis. Y-axis is the height. Where I'm sorry, which one is the height? No. So you guys can see, I definitely have not played around with this a lot. And so you can, as you can see, it really is. It looks really cool to mess around with stuff. Very cool looking. Anyway, so this is the editor mode. You can do a lot of different things. There are trees, and so you can make bases even more lush than they are now. I just want to find some of those trees. Those are nice to... Man. You know what? I'm not going to really bother with it. But anyway, so you make your changes, then you can go ahead and I think save. We'll do it. No, we'll not. Cancel. Let's see. I'm trying to remember here. Return. Okay. So let's see. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, F7, F8, F10. Those are the saves where you can make changes and you can actually save them to the files. And also have other keys to use. Again, I know I haven't done a lot of research in it. I just don't have the time, actually. I know it sounds lazy, but I really don't have the time to really experiment with all this. So that's kind of why I wanted to make this, is because maybe you guys can experiment it with, come up with some really cool things, and even teach me how to use it. Alright. So basically, this is the editor mode. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's a lot of fun to look at this editor mode, actually. I mean, it really is cool because you can do a lot of different things with it as it appears. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the description below, even though I might not know and have an answer for you. But go and ask anyway. Others might be able to help you out. And thanks again for watching, and I will see you here, there, or in the air.